want to start off by saying, first I want to start off, I want to thank all the sponsors. I really want to thank all the sponsors that covered this event. It was an amazing event, and as you guys can see, behind me on the screen, there's so many different sponsors, and it's a lot. But I want to thank all the sponsors, Ryzen, Zeus. It's so many people behind these events, and so many people that work on my team that's behind helping me get to this point. So I really just want to say thank you. I really want to thank the fans in the UK, the United Kingdom. The United Kingdom is an unbelievable place, unbelievable fan base, and I couldn't thank you guys enough. My team, you guys, and everybody knows I have a huge team. The support that I get from my team, the support that I get, just 130 people flying out to support me is
137.
Well, 137 people. I don't know the exact number, but I was close. 137 people coming out from the U.S. to show love, to show support. I'm very, very thankful. I'm glad that 3 of my 4 children was able to come, and I was with them yesterday. I was able to spend time with them for my birthday, so that was great. Yesterday was probably one of the best days of my life because I was able to spend time with my children, and that's who counts the most. And I'm pretty sure you guys got questions. I don't mind asking questions, but I want to thank everybody on this podium up here. We go through a lot of ups and downs, a lot of arguments behind the scenes, but we are about results, and we get great results. So everybody that's on this podium up here with me, I want to say thank you. And of course, my team out there and all the people that's behind the scenes, I want to say thank you because I didn't do it by myself. And of course, I have to give thanks to my trainer, Gerald Tucker, and you do an unbelievable job, one of the best trainers in boxing. And there's another guy that don't get his props. I got to give guys props. Bob Ware, DeJuan Blake, Gerald Tucker, Davon Bolson. These are all my nephew, all these people that's working behind the scene. And they say my right-hand man, P. Rilla, ain't getting the Harlem Hot boy, but to the public, James McNair. Just everybody up here, I just want to say thank you for real. I genuinely mean it. We got a great team. We go through a lot, but we get the job done, and when it's time to perform, I give you guys what you want to see.
Aaron Chalmers wants him to sign this for the press. These are Aaron's gloves that he fought with.
So I'm pretty sure you guys got a lot of questions. I'm willing to answer questions about my fight. And don't ask me about if I'm coming out of retirement because I'm not.
Sure. Floyd, was this a successful trip to the UK, and will you be back to the UK?
I think we had fun. We gave the fans excitement. At least I think so. They was happy, they was cheering, and he was applying pressure, pushing the envelope. What else can I say?
Do you rate him as a fighter?
I can't, I'm not here to rate nobody because he can fight me another day, he can be totally different. So different days you feel different ways.
Floyd, you said your motto. Happy birthday for yesterday, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. So your motto has always been hard work and dedication. And I've lived by that, from you.
Everybody got to live by that. You know why? Because whatever you want to do in life, you got to work extremely hard. You got to work extremely hard. I didn't get to where I got to not working hard, so you got to work extremely hard, and you got to be dedicated to whatever you're trying to do, whatever you're trying to do in life. So that's why I always say hard work and dedication.
Floyd, in terms of upcoming exhibition bouts, obviously you've been very active recently.
More than when I was fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel honestly I'm the most active guy, even though I'm not in the sport of, I'm not
in the pros.
Actually fighting anymore. I'm doing exhibitions. It's still somewhat like a fight. I'm the most active fighter in boxing.
And there's a lot of exciting names out there. You know, Jose Aldo was talked for a potential exhibition bout.
That was false information.
That's not in discussions.
That's not true at all.
You're not interested.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
See, that's where the media go putting words in my mouth, and I didn't say.
Okay, that was a question. Are you interested?
That wasn't a question.
You get one question.
That was a question
It's
mark
not
on the
true.
end of that.
You okay?
Yeah.
But that was something that I believe somebody that was connected to my camp
Yeah.
made up, and then it started just floating around. I never knew nothing about this.
Just as a fight fan myself, I would say the build-up to the fight with Conor McGregor was the most exciting build-up that I've seen in combat sports, and I would love to see a rematch. Would you ever be interested in a rematch, whether it was an exhibition or pros? I know you mentioned you don't want to talk about
I'm
pros.
just happy with how our results tonight. You know, I'm not here to talk about who I'm fighting tomorrow. Tonight I came to perform. I came to the UK. We don't know what we may go from there. That may be the last one. We just don't know. We get calls on a daily, 30, 40, 50 calls a day about coming to different countries and competing and fighting and entertaining people. I take my hat off to the guy tonight. Super, super tough. Super tough. And like he said, you know, somebody showed me something, you know, just now. Somebody showed me something. When he was trash talking. I'm proud of him. Very, very proud of him. Happy. He was a game opponent. He came to fight. You know, I got so much experience. Just so much experience. So it's just certain movements. You know, I know the ring inside out. It don't matter what turf we on. We could be in Tokyo. We could be in the UK. You give me gloves. You give me a ring. You know, I know how to get around the ring and maneuver the best way I can.
In terms of the excitement you get from competing in there, you know, you're a showman, you love giving the fans a show to behold. How difficult is it actually walking away from the sport? Because you've done it once, you said, you know, this might be your last one, but you are active.
Well, you know, my philosophy is I was really taking a lot of punishment, then I wouldn't be doing exhibitions. Remember, my philosophy is never stop getting it. You know, we look at certain individuals like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett. You know, I talked about this before. They're able to make money in billions of dollars, and people still buy their product. People still support them. You know, Warren Buffett is what, in his 90s, still making billions. So as soon as, you know, like me, I made so many smart investments. I make a ton of money, you know, outside the ring. But I like doing this. It keeps me in shape. It keeps me motivated to keep working hard every day. You know, I like it. You know, I don't like it to the point to where I want to fight a grueling 12 rounds. You know, 36 minutes. Absolutely not. But to come sometimes and do 3 rounds. Sometimes we do 3 rounds. Sometimes we do 6, sometimes we do 8. To come back and have a little fun and entertain the people, I'm okay with that. But if, like I said before, if I'm in there and I'm taking brutal punishment and bloody nose, cut eye, broken ribs, then you know what? I'm like, yo, this ain't for me.
Well, do you wish you would have maybe come here during your pro days for like a world title fight or something like that?
Well, it's a little different. It's a little different. You know, in the U.S., you know, even like when I spoke with my team, you gotta realize, I guess when it's time to buy, when you buy tickets over here, you don't really want to spend money. You know, in America, we don't mind spending money when we want to go to an event, no matter what the price is. We like to spend money. So in the UK, I don't mind coming to perform for you guys, but remember, you know, look at my age, and I'm coming to give you guys a show. I put on a show for you. So, you know, when you put on a show, just like Michael Jackson or Michael Jordan, LeBron James, anybody like that, Usher, Chris Brown, when we put on a show, we want to be paid for what we do.
You've been a pay-per-view fighter here ever since the Ricky Hatton fight, and you've seen the Anthony Joshua fights and the Tyson Fury fights. Could you have maybe done one of those big stadium fights in England over the years?
I believe so. You gotta realize we did this in 1 month. Not even we did this in not even a full 4 weeks, and we had a crazy turnout. You know, if we had a little bit more time, I think the tickets should have went on sale a lot faster. But a lot of these guys, my new team they still learning. So I got to take my hat off to them. It's not their fault. It's just like when we fight in the U.S. Soon we announce the fight, the tickets is on sale. You know, here we announce the fight and the tickets didn't go on sale till a week later or 2 weeks later. Then they released a few tickets, which is, I don't point fingers in. I don't like to point fingers and say, well, it's his fault and it's his fault. You know, we work together as a team, so I fought all of us together.
Floyd, listen, I appreciate you, Bay. I want to ask you, what you got left to give to the sport of boxing? You got money, you could just go into the sunset and enjoy yourself, and I respect you as a boxer. What you got left to give to this? Exhibition fights, money, or just respect? Because the respect's there already. You don't need to fight no more. You made enough. But more money's more money.
No, I just spoke about this.
Yeah.
You're entitled. Listen, you're entitled to say what you want to say.
Yeah.
What you're successful with, I may not be happy with.
Mm.
So nobody out there can judge me
100%.
for what I do and for how I want to live.
Mm.
You know, my thing is this: what everybody must know in this room. Okay, it's not cheap to have private jets. You hear what I said? The key word we said.
Yeah.
I put the S on the back of that.
Mm.
It's not cheap. It's not cheap to have private jets. Okay?
Nah, not wrong with
So
that.
I have, you know, it's not cheap to have 42 houses. Okay? It's not cheap to have 100 vehicles.
43 houses.
Okay? 43, 42.
43.
It's close. We can say 40, whatever.
Difference of $25 million.
But the thing is this. If I'm happy and I'm not getting in nobody else's way, and I'm not telling nobody else how to live their life, I'm not telling them about their success, it's okay for, let me say a singer. We use Aretha Franklin. She's still singing and doing shows and traveling the world and making money. So I'm doing the same thing, but in a different way. Now, like I just said, if I didn't have my faculties, remember I retired from the sport of boxing. The sport of boxing didn't retire me.
100.
I mean, you gotta know this, and I really want you to be smart, okay? I have a house. I have $100 million house in Beverly Hills.
Go about 10, Floyd.
Huh?
Go about 10.
No.
But
I'm
yeah.
saying just one of my properties is $100 million. Okay? So we just say, imagine just the taxes on that alone. So and I can pay that with ease. I can pay that with my weekly money that I make from my real estate. But if I'm happy and my children is happy and the rest of my family is happy, let me live my life the way I want to live my life. Because if y'all talking about, if you got everything you want to retire, why is you doing this? Then you want to see, that's why you came here. So you can witness a piece of this greatness.
Listen, one thing, I'm a fan of you, no negativity. I'm a fan of you, man.
Yeah, so
keep doing what you're doing.
So
man.
Listen, if I was, guess what? When I want to witness greatness, I go see it. Whether it's on a basketball court, it could be on the soccer field, we're in the UK, on the football field, or American football. If I want to witness greatness, I go. So if I want to live my life and do exhibitions and travel the world and have fun, let me live.
Guys, 2 more questions.
No, let them ask.
Floyd, you always talk about the importance of how much props you give to your team and the power of teamwork. What secrets would you give in terms of for those who are trying to build a team like yourself?
Well, everybody lives their life different. So, my team ain't cheap. So, to have this type of team, it costs. But you gotta realize, it's a lot of heavy hitters on my team.
How do you build it? How do you you started from the ground up?
Belief, just timing, belief, faith, trial and error. That comes with the territory. Round of applause for this. He's dressed a lot better than I am. You know.
It was for your birthday. This is how I want it.
I mean, he's a tough competitor. I mean, y'all gotta give him a round of applause. A hell of a round of applause. I mean, this tough. Yeah, I mean, you tough as nails. So, like I was saying, as far as the team, everybody needs something different. You know, with everything we do in life, we work our way from the bottom to the top. So, in this trial and error and everything we do, so all I did was work my way from the bottom to the top. You know, each and every day I still learn. I don't know it all. You know, I'm not perfect, even though I got a perfect boxing record. I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Each and every day I try to become a better person. You know, if I could be the best father in the world, I'll try to be, but I feel like I'm a great father, but I could be better. You know, I want me and my children to spend a lot more time together. You know, but they're all adults and they got their own lives. But still, you know, we talked about that yesterday. I told him, he said that, let's go eat for your birthday. But you know, yesterday I wanted to rest because my sleep was kind of thrown off. Because normally when you compete, when you do international fighting, it's best to get over. It's best to get over to the country at least 2 weeks. You know, we came over just a few days, so my sleep was kind of thrown off. So I want to apologize to my children for not going to eat with them yesterday because they want to take me out for my birthday. But you know, when we get home, like I said before, I want us to spend a lot more time. But I'm happy that, you know, we have a close family because we see each other, you know, every day. So, you know, that's a blessing in itself. So I'm happy with that.
Floyd, how do you celebrate your birthday? And are you going to be partying again tonight?
How I celebrate my birthday? I feel like every day is each and everybody in your birthday. When we are able to wake up and see another day, that's a blessing in itself. So we can never take nothing for granted. So just waking up is a blessing.
Just wondered, obviously, people face adversity, people who put challenges to you, obstacles all the time. How do you overcome the next obstacle and the next challenge?
Well, every day. I feel like every day we wake up, all of us, we're faced with a choice. We got a choice and we got a chance. Take advantage of it. Take advantage. Make the right choices. And take advantage of the chances that you get in life to become successful. You're never too old. Never count yourself out. Just continue to work hard. Continue to believe.
Floyd, how much time do you give yourself to actually reflect on your accomplishments? Because when people are chasing the dreams and constantly chasing the next success, everyone finds it hard to actually reflect on what they've already accomplished. And given that you've accomplished more than any fighter in the sport of boxing, do you ever have a day and just think, I actually did that?
Well, we talked about this earlier. Me and a couple of my friends. Because I want to say friends because the people that I was riding with to the event were my friends. It's not just the 50 fights. I want everybody to know. A fighter can retire 80 and up. But it's what I did in those 50 fights that they don't understand. It's I broke almost every record in just 50 fights. You know, just being able to become my own promoter. And I got a lot of slack from it. You know, when I wasn't my own boss and somebody else was the boss of me, they loved me. But once I wanted to call my own shots and do things my way, the world hated me. You know, they make sure it seemed like they sent a blog out to every social media, every blog site in the world and said, let's hate Floyd Mayweather. But like I said before, I don't live for the world, I live for myself. You know, you cannot make people happy. You have to be happy within yourself. So each and every day I wake up, I'm happy with myself. You know, like I said before, I want to become better. You know, we all make mistakes. I'm not perfect. You know, a lot of times you hear a lot of negative things, but once again, remember this. I'm in a public eye. And anytime you hear something, a lot of times that's negative, just because I was outspoken when I was selling a fight, doesn't mean I'm guilty. You know, never dislike a person that you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So we can't do that. Absolutely. I have a great father. You ever look at things like this? Sometimes I look and say this to myself. It's so crazy that my Uncle Roger and my dad every time we went out there in that square circle, we were successful. We went against all the best trainers, but my dad and my uncle never got trainer of the year. So I'm just saying we have to know that they're very, very biased in the sport of boxing. There's a lot of racism in the sport of boxing, and we deal with it every day. But I'm Floyd Money Mayweather, and you can only see one color, and that's green.
Floyd, you compete against like the best in the world, Canelo, Pacquiao.
Yes.
Talk to me about Aaron Chalmers, please.
I mean, my words to him: never stop believing in yourself. You confident. Today we had fun, but just remember this: I got just so much experience. It's not really that he's not a hell of a fighter. I got so much experience. I've been in there with some of the best fighters. You know, you have the top 10 fighters in the world. I think one is Oscar De La Hoya, and one is Manny Pacquiao. From I didn't do the ratings. I'm just going by how BoxRec has it. I was able to beat two of the best fighters. I mean, on the list, we're talking about the 10 best fighters ever. That's what they say. And I was able to beat two of the fighters of the 10, and of the 9, because I'm number 1. Not bragging about it, but y'all. But I want to tell him, for him to have a great career, I want him to just box a couple guys that's kind of green like him. You know, slowly build it up. Fight a lot of guys that's green, and then you'll get a lot of experience. And what he need to do when he in the gym is box guys that have a lot of experience. But when he fight the guy that he fight, let them be kind of a little bit green. But the guy that he spar, not always, because you don't want brutal work always. Because when I go to the gym, I know you guys see me working with the YouTuber. I didn't know he was a YouTuber. They just told me, Floyd, you boxing this guy today. Because when we go to our gym, we got so many fighters, so much good work. And they're like, this will be boxing. And I'm like, who is he? He said, I just said, okay, I box. I said, I just want to work on my jab, work on my skills. But I want him to keep working hard, keep believing. Got a good coach, a great coach right there. Anytime they call my team and they want some advice, I'm here for them. I want them to keep pushing yourself. Good luck with your daughter Monday.
Son, thank you very much.
Good luck with your daughter Monday. A great father, because that's the main thing that he talked about. Like we said, the mother always get a lot of props, but the fathers don't get props. As fathers, we're going to continue to work hard, and I'll push all of us, because all of us up here, I'm pretty sure are fathers, and if we're not, we will be fathers someday. Continue to be great, that's all, and treat your family nice, and just be the best that you can be.
Floyd, I got to ask you, is there any part of you wish that maybe you were a little bit younger, another legendary fighter in Ali was alive and a little bit younger, you could have an exhibition with him? Think of astronomical the numbers generated, the build-up would be something else as well. Is there any part of you wish that?
Absolutely not, because every fighter had his era. That's what's so great about the sport. Even with the football over here. Every football player got his era, and that's what's so great. We have to have him for that era. So, without him, it wouldn't be no Floyd Mayweather. So no disrespect to none of the champions that paved the way for me to be where I'm at today. I take my hat off. Me and Sugar Ray Leonard, we always speak on the phone. There's just so many champions. Even though a lot of people, we have a lot of champions, a lot of past fighters that do take a lot of shots at me and extremely jealous of me. I'm not jealous of them. I'm proud of those fighters that paved the way for me, because I wouldn't be where I'm at. And I'm happy that I was able to share the ring with so many legendary fighters. To become a great fighter, you have to become great. You have to fight great fighters. You have to fight good fighters. So I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't for the certain guys that paved the way for me today.
Last question.
Yeah, Floyd, how do you build your resilience, and how do you get your branding skills? How do you, your branding is quite unique. How do you come up with ideas.
What?
Your resilience. How do you build your resilience? And how do you get your branding skills?
I'm just saying, I mean, everything as far as boxing, I want to say this. I was already blessed with fast feet and fast hands. Very, 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 very athletic. I could have done any sport. Always when I go in the room, I dissect the whole room. In any room. So I dissect the boxing ring. Before I even get in, I can dissect everything. I can see, as soon as I come out, a guy can throw one shot, and I can say, I know what it is. That's how much experience I got. As far as building my brand, I want to build a brand. You know, I don't care if it's the Mayweather brand or the TMT brand. I want to build a brand where I can have a voice and nobody can mute me. Far as different brands, I never want to have a major brand on my back. I didn't want to sign a deal to a major brand because I didn't want nobody to control me. I always wanted to be my own boss. So once I bought myself out of my contract for $750,000, I always want to be my own boss, have my own voice. Everybody's not gonna like what I say, but I would rather be hated for telling the truth than loved for telling a lie.
Floyd, do you see yourself potentially working with Aaron in the future? You spoke about some of the people he wants to fight. He's very complimentary towards you.
Yes, I mean, of course. We don't mind. We like working with everybody. You know, we don't mind signing them. And exactly what we can do, we can build them. We can turn them into something nice. You know, just by me just moving around with them for 16 minutes, I'm like, oh, I said, yo, you got some shit with him.
Floyd, how close was you to fighting Prince Nassim Hamed?
Actually, it's so crazy that me and Prince Nassim Hamed, he don't get the prop that he truly deserves. You know, we still speak on a regular basis. Hell of a showman. And a lot of the people in the UK forget about him. You know, we need to give him his flowers. You know, unbelievable. One of the best fighters to come from the UK, if not the best.
So was that fight quite close then? Because there's an interview of yours where you said you wanted to fight Prince Nassim.
Well, if you go back and look at my interview when I was Pretty Boy Floyd, I wanted to fight everybody. And then once I became Money Mayweather, everybody wanted to fight me because, you know, that's a crazy man. So that's just how it works. That's how the world rolls.
Thank you.
Floyd, I have to ask you as well. You know, a former foe and a pretty good mate of yours, Ricky Hatton, he had an exhibition bout in November against Pereira. Did you see that? And if you did, what did you make of it? And is it nice to see him back in there as well?
Well, actually, my cousin showed me a clip. And the clip that he showed me of the fight was I loved it. His walk to the ring, he had a walker. So he had a walker, and I'm proud that he was able to get his weight down, just health purposes. So I'm glad that his weight was down. I don't know if it went back up, but his weight came down, and they put on a good show. I'm proud of him.
In terms of the atmosphere for that one in your career, was that the all-time best? Ricky Hatton in Vegas, 2007.
I don't really want to say that. You know, we had some electrifying fights, you know, throughout my career. You know, just with me competing right now and still working, you know, it's since 1996 to now, 27 years. I've been competing as a professional. Had my first had my first professional fight in 1996. I had my first amateur fight in 1987.
Floyd, I'm going to go and see my family now. Okay. Take care, everybody. Thanks very
Appreciate
much.
you. Good luck.
Thanks very
Good
much.
You mentioned obviously you enjoyed fighting in the UK. Is there any other countries that you'd be looking to fight before the end of the year?
Well, everybody's calling. Everybody's calling. You know, I'm not. You know, you see today, we're rising, we're dazzling. I hurt my hand actually. When I was breaking with the hook, a lot of people don't know that lingo. my coach right there.
Don't tell him, please. Yeah, you have any
Yeah,
questions?
I mean, you gotta teach them the lingo because a lot of times when I be watching guys on social media, even though I don't have social media on my phone, you know, people around me run my page, and I tell them what to post and what not to post, and sometimes they post what they want to post. But so when I was breaking with the hook, now that's boxing language. I hurt my left hand bad. Could be broke. We're not worried. I still was able to use the left because you gotta use the jab to set everything up. But he's tough. You can take it on the chin.
Floyd, where would you rank Aaron compared to your other exhibitions?
Well, I'm not here to rank him. He's just exhibitions. I ain't gonna rank him. We had fun. Sometimes if I want to move a little bit, I'll move. If I want to go straight to him, I go straight to him. It was easy. Do y'all think it was easy?
Yeah, it looks easy to me.
Did I make it look easy?
Yeah.
I want to make sure I make it look easy.
I like it.
Everybody like it. That's what I do.
Lloyd, so that's you. When you were boxing as a pro, every fight that you had in boxing around that time as well, it was banger after banger. It was a hot streak. People were talking about boxing a lot. It feels like for some sections of boxing right now, the boxing public aren't quite enamored by the fights that are on right now. Not enough big fights, although maybe people feel that Davis-Garcia fight being announced is a big fight to get people back talking. Do you feel like that's a fight like that and there's enough of those fights right now?
Well, I don't really know. You know, I'm proud of all these young fighters that's fighting. I wish them all nothing but the best. You know, fighting is different. And no disrespect to the young fighters in today's time, but as far as pay-per-view and how the cable system works now, you know, everybody is finding a way to get the fight without paying. So it's gonna be different. Where I was able to do probably in 2 fights, 9 or 10 million homes in just 2 fights. And we talking about billions of dollars, so it's different. But I wish these young fighters nothing but the best.
That's what I'm saying though. Boxing's going to be in a healthy position. A Garcia or a Davis have to be, or generate those numbers to keep boxing going, right?
I don't know. You know, I wish both competitors nothing but the best. You know, I don't want to speak on no one's situation because a lot of times people spoke on my situation and they never really knew what my situation was. So I don't want to speak on nobody else's situation. I just want to wish both of the competitors good luck and may the best man win. And you know, we got the GOAT documentary coming this year. You know, we got so much footage. 26 years of all the behind the scenes footage of Floyd Money Mayweather. Well, it was Pretty Boy, then became Money Mayweather. We got a lot of footage. And we're going to give you guys just something that you ain't never seen before this year. And my documentary will be coming out this year. Dion, you got any words? Because you know you're a hell of a talker.
I do have a question though, which I think is probably for you and Rilla. Just flying down here and watching you fight an exhibition, and the way you guys, yourself, you, Rilla, Jonah, the whole team, the way you guys have actually orchestrated this new brand of business. What my question is as I'm watching your mind work as a fighter and as a business person, and really I've been able to watch what you're doing as well, this feels like the answer to his question, which was boxing now is becoming split up, if you will, right? So there are people that are able to actually do boxing matches through social media now, and through social media stars, and then there's the real sport of boxing that is trying to figure out how to put it all together. And when I watch what you've just done over the last couple of fights, you've actually created a new brand of business. And my question to you is, do you now take this business that you guys have created and actually make it go on a bigger world tour after this run?
Well, I think that like I said before, a lot of times I don't think I get the credit I deserve.
Right.
When I was the pioneer of, when I talked about random blood in urine testing, now you see fighters getting caught on a regular. But when I spoke about it, they said that I was a chicken and I was scared. Now, one thing we know, scared and Floyd Mayweather don't go together.
At all.
At all. On no point.
Yeah.
So, far as bringing the pioneer of exhibition bouts,
Yeah.
you know, I think they did it way back in the day, but not to this extent. Not knocking them. Once again, I don't like to take shots at nobody.
No, but this is my point. My
But
point
we
is,
know,
it's
but
the
we know who's
first
the
I've
pioneer.
ever seen
But we
this
know who's the
done.
pioneer.
That's right. That's
of
right.
this.
That's right.
But we also cannot mess up the sport where you got, like I talked about, there's too many champions now in the sport of boxing. You got a regular champion, you got a super champion. You got an interim champion. So if we got 4 belts, but we got what is it? 3 champions? Or if we got 3 champions, that's 2. We got 12 champions.
12 champions, yeah.
We got 12 champions in every weight class. It's ridiculous. So we're gonna either have 4 champions, 1 champion, because we gonna have 1 champion, 2 champions, 3 champions, or 4 champions, but we can't have no 12 champions. Wow. The sport is ridiculous. And then we taking guys that's not fighting anybody and talking about we gonna start ranking them. This is crazy.
Floyd, I want to use that as an example. I think it's clever. When Pacquiao fight was around, you can make 20, 30 mil. Not saying you're scared, but you long it out. There's more money to be made. Let people think that you're scared. But deep down, there's more money to be made later on in life. From what would have happened if you fought Pacquiao earlier. You knew in your head you'll beat him fair and square, and you did. But later on in life, there's more money generated later on in life. Let people think what they want. Agree?
No, I mean, no.
Okay. Cool. Fair enough.
Listen.
Well, yeah.
Listen.
Cool.
In life, stuff is gonna happen when it happens.
Yeah.
When God wants certain things to happen, it's gonna happen. Or if Allah wanted it to happen, it's gonna happen when it has to happen.
Right.
It just works like that.
100.
You know, and we already know we don't gotta talk about money. I got a lot of problems. We already know money ain't one of my problems. So
That's what I'm saying. Clever with it. Yeah.
But Manny Pacquiao, hell of a fighter, a legend. You know, we was able to share the ring, blowout, but we was able to share the ring.